going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you have been one of the lucky few to pull a 7-star Terrax, I say with absolutely no sarcasm, maybe you want to check this video out. Check this little short showcase out. Because as underwhelming as Terrax may seem, especially given how reliant he is on his Awaken ability, if you make him a Herald of Galactus, and you play him like this, where you either go for Special 2 or Special 3, he's actually okay. He's actually not that bad. So, went for a pair there, not sure what happened. Stuff like that. Not uncommon nowadays. But I'm going for the Terrax rotation where I use Special 3, and then I just kind of go ballistic. So what you can do with Terrax is you can go for a Special 3 hit into the stun, and then heavy attack, and cycle that Special 3. You can do that. That is, I'm not sure if that's the most optimal rotation. What I really like to do is I like to build up to a Special 3 or a Special 2 at 2.9 bars, and just go ballistic. So the damage is pretty high. The rock field is dealing nearly 3,000 damage every second, and our light crits are 13k, our medium crits are around 18 to 19k, with class advantage that goes up to 20k. So we're now out of the rock field. We took her down over 80%, 500,000 health on this Captain Bottom. And now we have our max stack of armor breaks, so our basic hits without the attack increase from the rock field are also dealing pretty significant damage. You know, 8k medium, 5k lights. So that was a 90-second fight, less than 100 hits. Pretty solid. We're going to skip the Juggernaut fight because it was class advantage. You don't need to see that. Move on to Rhino. One thing to note is that Terrax's heavy attack, while he is in his rock field, is a guaranteed critical hit. So, like I mentioned about the Special 3 rotation where you just do 3 hits into the stun and then heavy, what you can do is you can maximize damage while minimizing hits. So if you have armor breaks already stacked up, or you begin to stack up armor breaks from maybe a prior rotation, and then you go for the Special 3 loop, where you go for the Special 3 and then immediately do 3 hits into a heavy attack, you've got basically all of the armor breaks you could stack up if you went for a rotation and activated the rock field prior to going for the Special 3, and then a guaranteed crit on the heavy. And the heavy attack, it leaves you with 75% of the power that you had while using the rock field. So if you go for a Special 3 hits into a heavy, you basically have 2 bars of power left over after the heavy attack. So that allows you to cycle Special 3s, or essentially cycle Special 3s. As long as you're baiting specials, you're keeping up the armor breaks, you're going to be able to cycle Special 3s and deal a significant amount of damage in a very minimal amount of hits. So Terrax, I completely understand if people are upset about pulling him. I get it. He's not everybody's #1 option, especially because of the reliance on the Awaken ability. And he's so much better, especially as a Herald, with that Awakened ability, because you immediately start in the rock field, you immediately start with that increased combat power rate from the Herald synergy from Gallon. So I completely understand why people do not want to see Terrax as their first, second, third, etc. 7-star, but if you do happen to pull Terrax and you want to have a little fun with him, he is not bad offensively. I actually found myself using Terrax in the last season of Battlegrounds as an attacker, and he was actually winning me some fights, some difficult fights, like Penny Parker's and stuff like that, because he is immune to power drain, so he does counter Penny Parker's annoying Sync Shield. And if you stack up some armor breaks, you can knock out her Sync Shield in just a few combos into the block. Not even a full combo probably will take the Sync Shield out in its entirety. So Terrax is actually a pretty solid counter to Penny, especially if you get Terrax Awakened. I know, 2 7-star crystals, both of them landing on Terrax. Not everybody's cup of tea. But if you do take the time to invest in Terrax, rank him up, maybe even to rank 2, instead of just leveling him to 25, you take him up to rank 2 if you get him Awakened. He is solid enough as a dual threat to be worth it, especially if you get maybe 1 or 2 more dupes on him instead of just the initial dupe. Maybe you get him Sig 40, Sig 60. He can become a bit of a threat on defense, and he's actually quite sustainable on offense because of those indestructible charges, the consistent damage, the immunities. He's got a lot going for him. That was a really cool back-to-back special attack from Storm. Not sure how she really did that, but I guess it's possible. If we can do it, they can do it too. You know, it is what it is. That was a 67k heavy attack with Terrax there. I'm not even sure if I have my armor breaks maxed out. I think I do. I think it's at 10. I can't really see on the little screen that I'm watching the playback on. But I think my armor breaks are maxed out. So that was a nearly 70k heavy attack. Guaranteed crit. And I saved power. It drains 25% of your power. So 75% of the power that you had when using the heavy, you keep. So that allows you to have a lot of upkeep on the special attacks, especially if you're going for special 2s, special 3s, go for a few hits, use a heavy attack, and just repeat that cycle. So this was just a little showcase of Terrax and his damage potential. If you make him a Herald of Galactus, he's not that bad. I wanted to finish off on Vision because I actually am able to get Vision down in one cycle of the rock field. So I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of this video. It goes pretty quick. So thank you all so much for watching, and make sure to hit like, hit bell for notifications, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.